get started on this build. Really excited for it. We'll dig in and see what's in there, but I know that we definitely get this minifig, which is going to be really interesting to look at as well. These boxes, you have to kind of use your thumb to punch into them. So let's do that now. And we'll hopefully not destroy the whole thing. So we'll set the box aside. As you can see, we have the instruction manual here, and then we have two bags. Bag 1 and 2. This set has 264 pieces, so it shouldn't be too complex of a build, but we'll see what we have when we get through it. So let's open up bag 1. Bag 1 is the Mech, and bag 2 is the motorcycle. We'll start with bag 1. Awesome. I'm coming at you today from Chillwave Mobile Studios, so I apologize, but there is a bit of noise in the background, and it is completely unavoidable, but I do appreciate your patience. So let's put this guy together here. That's pretty cool. There's our dude. I'm just gonna set him up here in the corner. He can watch us work. That'll be kind of fun. It actually does want us to build his little weapon, so we'll do that too. They want us to take this little spike, put it on this chain here, like so. Okay. And then put that in his hand. Oh, there we go. See, it'll cause some damage with that. It's like a mace. Nifty. Cool. So let's go ahead and get started here. Okay. So we're going to take that, we'll put that aside. We need one of these little ball joint pieces here. I actually need two of them. So we'll put that on there. It's been really interesting to see how much like backlash and stuff that excuse me. It's been really interesting to see what kind of like backlash some of the Marvel stuff has been getting lately. A lot of people are like really upset, feeling like Marvel's just kind of like given up or something. Like it's not as good, and you know, I don't know about that. I really think that they've definitely had a lot of content lately. I will definitely say that. You know, in the last few years, it's been a lot of content, and I think whenever you get into like quality over quantity, I think you run the risk of there being some challenges there. Okay, let's not saying that that's what's happened with Marvel. I'm just saying that I can see how people might get that idea or start to worry about that happening. I mean, for me, I'm pretty easy to please, I guess. I really like the Marvel content, and some of it I've really, really loved. So, like, for example, Moon Knight. We talked about this before on the channel. I really liked Moon Knight a lot. I think that's probably, that and Loki have been my favorite shows so far. But like Miss Marvel was good. I enjoyed that for what it was. There's some weather going on outside, so we're getting a little bit of a snowstorm coming in, so you're probably hearing a bit of that. I apologize for that. I really enjoyed WandaVision. I thought that was a really fun one as well. And I think part of it is like, I'm not going into these experiences expecting something like, some kind of like cinematic masterpiece, you know what I mean? Like, I think for superhero movies, they get a lot of hate for being kind of like unsophisticated or something. But like, I think if you can enjoy it for what it is and enjoy it for like it being this fun thing, and if you don't like go too far in terms of like taking it too seriously, then I think people would enjoy it a little bit more. That being said, I have to say that Secret Invasion did feel kind of like poor quality, and I don't really know what they were thinking with that. It felt almost kind of rushed or something, and in that setting, it's kind of hard to really like defend that, because in that setting it does kind of start to feel a little bit like quantity rather than quality. I'm not really sure what the point of that was, other than just kind of setting up some stuff for the future, I guess. But and I'm imagining that somehow in some kind of like Super Avengers meetup situation, we'll see a lot of these heroes again, and that's always fun, right? But I mean, some of these characters haven't really been able to kind of draw themselves out in terms of their own character arc. Like Moon Knight is a pretty flawed character, right? He's going through some stuff, and I mean, that new superhero, like ultra powerful one from Secret Invasion, the one that's played by, gosh, what's her name? She plays Khaleesi in Game of Thrones. Anyways, her, like, there's so much going on with that character, and she's so new to all that power and all that stuff. So it's kind of like, are they just gonna suddenly jump in and become like heroes of the universe? Like, what is the deal here? And I guess the answer to that may be yes. And I mean, I guess that's fine, but I just think that with like some of the earlier Marvel movies, like Thor and Captain America, it just didn't feel like so rushed. You know what I mean? Like people had time to we had time to get to know them and experience their character arc and see their flaws and all that stuff kind of before we got to see them really take center stage with everyone all together in the Avengers. And it would just be nice to see all that stuff kind of play out for some of these new characters that we're meeting as well. Part of the issue with this, of course, is that it takes so much time to make these projects and set all this stuff up, and like I want to live to see these characters realized. So, selfishly, I also just feel like a little nervous about that because they seem to take forever to put these things together. So, not that I'm like, ancient or something, but you just kind of, you want to actually see these things come to fruition at some point. So I don't know what the answer is. I'm glad it's not me making these decisions, and it's super fun watching the movies and getting to kind of obsess over them, and I love seeing all the anticipation for stuff like Deadpool, and there's been a lot of talk about who's going to be in that movie and what the leaks are and blah blah blah. I think even Ryan Reynolds was sharing some stuff, which is really funny. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm certainly able to kind of enjoy it for what it is and appreciate that side of it, and I hope that other people are able to do that too, because it doesn't have to be so heavy duty, serious and stuff. It can be what it is. Alright. Oh, big truck going by outside. It sounds like a snowplow or something. Wow. That might actually be a spaceship. I may be being abducted as we speak. Okay, here we go. So we've got kind of like some opposable things being attached now, which is pretty fun. Hope that everyone's having a good day today. It's been really snowy and really cold. Winter is like settling in for sure. And it seems like there's no escape from that. I've said before, I'm not really like a winter person. I always kind of prefer summer. And so but that's okay. The thing about, I don't know why this isn't working here. There we go. The thing is, like, sometimes we need some hard experiences. I guess what I'm trying to say is we need the winter so that we can appreciate the summer. And so I'm okay with doing my best to try to endure that. I think, there's something to be said for things being hard and that being the right thing. There's this writer that I really enjoy. He's got a podcast. His name's Ryan Holiday. He's been on a bunch of different podcasts, interviewed and stuff. Like, he's been on, like, Rich Roll, and he's friends with, like, Casey Neistat, and he's been on, like, Joe Rogan and all those guys. And his area of interest is Stoic philosophical ideas and, applying Stoic ideas to modern ways of living, and I really enjoy that. And one of these things, he looks at, like, Marcus Aurelius, who was like a Roman emperor, and he looks at this thing called Meditations, which was Marcus Aurelius's like personal diary, and he had a lot of he had written it for himself, but he had a lot of kind of really epic ideas in there, and just like you could kind of glean his way of living and the way he made decisions for himself, and Marcus Aurelius' ideas and other people's ideas in order to apply that to our daily lives. And so he's written a book called The Obstacle is the Way, and essentially, to really paraphrase it into one quick idea, it's like the way to grow and the way to move forward in growth is to do the hard thing. So like if things are too easy, you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna make any real forward progress for yourself. You're not gonna better yourself. So the real path to growth and self-betterment is through challenging yourself and pushing yourself when things feel difficult or uncomfortable. And I really appreciate that and really like that a lot. Coming from triathlon, an endurance triathlon, where things get really tough and training is really tough. Like it really makes a lot of sense. Like it really speaks to me, that idea. And I found that also with other things like education and medicine and all that stuff. And look at that, that's so cool. He's got those are his feet. Which way? So cool, look at that. Nice. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I guess I'm only saying all this stuff. I've kind of wandered off path here a little bit, but I'm just saying that I think it probably makes me a better person to struggle through the winter a little bit rather than always run away to warmer climates. And to learn how to face it and be a winter person a little bit. I think there's some important life lessons to learn there and some self-betterment that can happen from facing it and living in it. I know a lot of people don't have the option. And I've often, tried to escape down to Florida for triathlon training and stuff. But my plan is this year to kind of endure it a little bit and face it. So, wish me luck. All that to say, I'm not a winter person, but I'm going to try to become winter tolerant. There we go. Nice. But, the challenge is I'm not perfect. I'm certainly far from it. And it's not going to be easy. So, now, look at this. I've made myself a mistake here. Let's see if I can fix this. If I can turn this around. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So there's this piece up here that it's saying that I need, but I'm not seeing that piece anywhere. Not good. There it is. Awesome. We are getting there. We are getting there. And maybe this is true for Marvel right now too. Maybe their issue is things have gotten too easy. They have all these fans lining up and people like me who are basically like, if you build it, I will come. When maybe really what they need is to go through a harder period of time. What do I know? Oh wow. he's on here. Got little legs and an arm with some claws. It's coming together. This kind of spins here. It's pretty cool. Awesome. I'm gonna make the other arm now. Well, let me know in the comments below if you think I'm onto something or if you think I'm totally nuts. Either way, there's an interesting time ahead, I think, for Marvel and for all of us who are going to be trying to watch and pay attention to that stuff. So, very interesting time ahead. I think also interesting right now because all of this drama with Kang and will that character be recast? I hear so many rumblings like, yes, the character will be recast. No, the character's not going to be recast. So it's hard to say, what exactly is going to happen. I think it's a really tough situation to have to deal with for sure for Marvel. I don't know much about the allegations that Jonathan Majors is facing. But I heard that it's some act of violence, which is obviously not good. So, it's hard to. I really enjoyed what he did with Kang, with the character, with his performance was amazing. With Victor Timely and the Kang variants and He Who Remains and all that, of course. But I think it makes a lot of sense that Marvel and Disney would be worried about, keeping someone on board who is violent. And I think it was he was violent towards his partner. And this is a domestic violence situation. So I think it's a tough situation because everyone he's not faced trial for this yet, I don't think. And so it's kind of a situation where is he innocent until proven guilty or whatever, but at the same time, there has to be some protection for the victim in this situation as well. And I think from a public relations standpoint, it makes a lot of sense that Marvel would try to distance themselves from someone who's potentially facing allegations of violence towards women. I think distancing themselves makes a lot of sense. That is so cool, guys. Look at that. Anyways, that's a little ramble about that, but I'm just saying that it's a complex issue that, if he did it, that's horrible. But in the meantime, I can definitely see and understand why they would be trying to distance themselves. Because, there's a lot of, the Marvel characters are pretty massive role models for kids and stuff, right? So, it's a pretty big deal, I think. That's so cool. Look at that, guys. That is so cool, guys. Look at that. So he's just kind of chilling in there, and this is his mech suit. Pretty neat. Okay, I'm gonna build a bike next. Put this guy aside for now. We'll move all this extra pieces and stuff out of the way. And let's open up bag number 2. it's important to send the right message to people that probably look up to Marvel heroes and, these, kids that are buying these gang action figures and stuff. Like, it's important to have a person in the role who, I'm not saying they need to be like a strictly virtuous person, but I'm just saying that they should conduct themselves, I think, while they're playing that character in a way that is like, appropriate for the image of the brand. And what message would it send to, young girls or young victims of domestic violence if we just kept, perpetrators of these things, or people who are accused of these things, just in these major positions, right? So anyways, it's all just to say that it's a tough issue. But I get it, and we shall see which direction they go. I really have enjoyed the Kang storyline, and it seemed like they were setting things up in a really interesting direction. I think with the end of Loki, obviously no spoilers, but I think that they did put themselves in a situation where, if they need an out, they have an out. That's all I'll say about that, because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but if they need an out, they have one. So, and I've heard rumblings of Dr. Doom maybe being brought in as the next big villain, or the replacement villain. There's just so much happening, so we will see which direction they go. Alright. This is very cool. Am I doing this right? I think so. A friend of mine was sending me pics and videos of like old vintage Lego sets the other day. I was like, oh my goodness. So crazy. So wild to see some of these like really old sets that, I mean, I used to have back in the day, but like really old ones too, like kind of crazy. I remember when I was a kid, I had this like flying saucer, and we didn't have a lot of money growing up, so it was like kind of a big deal to get a big Lego set like that. Like my friends who had like, the big submarine and like a lot of those kind of like iconic sets growing up, and I didn't have that, and I was always kind of jealous, and my parents one year for Christmas got me this like really cool set, and it was pretty awesome. And so when I saw pictures of that set the other day, I was like, oh wow, look at that. Pretty cool to see it. It's always fun kind of flashing back on that stuff. Nostalgia. It's a big thing. Who would have thought? Alright. We are doing a good job here, I think. Who knows, though? Did I do this right? Yeah, I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay, we're good. So we need... some of these pieces are mysterious to me. Here we go. Nice. It goes there. It's already coming together, guys. Already coming together. What else is new? I've been job security, but it's not good for society to face a burden like that, because it's been a big challenge trying to find doctors that can cover, and it puts a lot of pressure on the doctors that are around. Put that aside. So it's a challenging time for sure. But I am very fortunate and grateful for the opportunity to be able to step in and fill that role a little bit where I can, obviously. And I do my best whenever I can to help out. But I think it's really tough. Not only is there a shortage of family doctors and emergency doctors, but really like most types of doctors. So it's I'm in Canada, and I'm sure it must be an issue in the U.S. as well and overseas, but I'm not sure entirely. I've heard friends overseas talk about it as well. It just seems like a tough time. There's a lot of people who elderly folks who need a family doctor who don't have one, and I think that's a really tough thing. All right, there we go. Excellent. Yo, this is great, guys. We are doing really well with this, I think. When I was a kid, I was also really interested in those the sets, like the Technique sets or whatever. Like they had you'd build like a little motor, and that was really fun always. I don't know if this was the case in the U.S., but in Canada, there was this company called Sears, and every year they would release this thing called a wish book. In the wish book, they'd have games and all kinds of stuff like that, and it was every time you'd be like, "Oh my God, I need that Lego set," and the only thing that's changed really is there's no wish book anymore. But now sometimes I just go and get the Lego set. Kind of a funny thing growing up and becoming an adult. Okay, I think I'm doing this right. This goes here. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, did I not do that right? I don't know if I did that right. I did not do that right. That's okay. We can figure this out. We can do this. We are capable of so many things. Oh no. Spoke too soon. Is it just me who makes mistakes like this when building? It's because I think I talk too much. I get caught up with all the chatting. And then I make mistakes. We're talking about real world issues this time. My goodness. We're at the real crossroads. Being an adult person and building Lego sets. Anyone can do it. Okay, here we go. This is great. Let's see here. A couple more pieces I need. This thing is coming together, guys. Oh, no, wait, we have to add this on now. That's so fun. Okay. I'm gonna add this on. What? What in the heck? That's wild. Holy mackerel. Alright. It's really starting to come together now. We take one of these. One of these, okay. Excellent. I think I'm doing this right. Perfect. And then we take. Where the heck is it? I believe this thing goes like that. Yes. I believe that's correct. Nice. Okay. We are making progress. Very cool. I'm always a little jealous of people who live somewhere where they don't have to deal with snow. I know, we just talked about how I'm going to endure the snow, but it's still an issue. I'm doing my best though. Okay, so let's put this tire on here. There we go. Nice. Excellent. We really are getting there. Look at that. Cool. Wait, what does it want us to do now? Oh my goodness. Oh, now it's time to put this thing on here. Cool. Oh, I see. So this goes in here like this. And that goes in there like that. That's so cool. Oh my god, I love that. Look at that. Nice. Okay. Now to keep going. So we need one of these. just goes on like that. Oh yeah, it's all coming back to me. Hasn't really even been that long. We are getting it. We had a bunch of snow, and then we lost all our snow. Like a bunch of rain came, and then now we're getting all our snow back. And so, in the spirit of trying to like become one with the winter, I am getting back into snowboarding because I used to snowboard a lot, like back in the day. And now I'm getting back into it again, which is really fun. Here we go. So that should fit in here. This whole thing should come together quite nicely. There we go. Nice. That's cool. And we gotta put our flames in here. Wait, that's not where they go. Oh, I see. I'm getting ahead of myself. There we go. One of those. Yeah, so I am like, in the spirit of trying to like get into it. I am really excited for some snow so that I can go snowboarding and enjoy that again. Because that's a pretty fun thing to do. Okay, here we go. I believe this goes like in here, like that. Nice. Like that too. Awesome. Look at that. Pew pew. Oh, it does go in here too. There's just fire coming out of the back of this thing left and right. I love that. Okay. There we go. Nice. I don't think this set has any stickers, which I love because the stickers are not my favorite things ever to build, to put on. It is chaos. Trying to put stickers on, I find anyways, I'm so bad at it. So I'm kind of relieved that there's no stickers, but is that the right one? I think that maybe that's not the right one. There we go. That's the right one. Nice. I believe that goes on. Where does that attach? Oh yeah, right there. Nice. Cool. It's really coming together. You would not want to mess with this guy in the streets while he's a skeleton head on fire. So I mean, definitely, at the best of times, you wouldn't really want to mess with this guy. Although I'm not really messing with anyone, but you know what I'm saying. You want to exercise a reasonable amount of caution around a guy who's got a skeleton head and is on fire. I tend to try to be cautious around people like that, on average, most of the time. these dudes. He's gonna go. Come on. Oh man, if I make a mistake, that's gonna be really hard to get it out. Why is that so challenging? Oh, there we go. Okay. I think we got that. Okay, we're doing the same thing on the other side. Okay, I think I can accomplish that. There's one, and the second one is. It's amazing how my eyes do not find the next piece. My eyes are saying, no. You've had enough. It is not your time. And you're done with this now. There's this one, I do need that. And what the heck in heck? Where are you? Not this one. Oh my god, guys, I'm so blind. Did you see that? It was right in front of me. It was staring at me the whole time. And I am so blind. There was no way. There was no way that I could find it. There we go. Orion. We got it. Look at that. Stickers are built in. Could not complain about that. I love that, in fact. You know, this set is going to look really cool. I'm very excited about it. Very, very excited about it. What even is happening here? Nice. We have something. Oh, it's that part. Oh, no way. That's so cool. That's gonna go like kinda in there. Come on, thing. Go in. There we go, we got it. Nice. Who are the geniuses that build Lego sets? That's what I want to know. Who puts this stuff together? They are geniuses. I truly believe that. They must be like engineers or something. Clever. All my engineer friends I have immense respect for. They are very smart people. Very cool people too. Alright. Let's see here. Okay, this goes in there. Oh yeah. Love it when it clicks in. I think we are now getting very close to completing this set, which is a miracle. It is a miracle. Nice. So, system. Put that in there, like so. Uh-oh. Did I do that right? Yeah. I think I did. Perfect. Okay, now we put one of these dualies on here. Like so. Oh wow, look at this. I love it. I love where this is going. I can already see it. Oops. I can already see where this is going. And I love it. Very cool. Let's see here. It's gotta go this way. What? That's so cool. Feels like it's got like suspension or something. As if. So now we're building handlebars. What? That's so cool. As if. Alright, one more piece here we gotta put together. Okay, let me see here. Okay. What is going on here? Oh yeah, it's a handle. As if. Okay, we gotta build another one of those now. Now that I finished learning how to do it. Very cool. It's gonna go on this side, so it's gotta be the opposite. Like so. Whoops. What? That's so awesome. Yo. That is very cool. That's it, guys. So we built it. Move these spare parts out of the way. So that's the bike. You can see it's kind of got like feels like suspension in the front, which is kind of fun. It's got like these handlebars here. And then our dude, I don't know if he can actually sit on it. That'd be insane. Yo, let's see if he can. I'm gonna break it. I don't think he can. Yo, in the spirit of trying though, let's just see if we can get it to do it. Oh my god, guys, I'm gonna break this thing. We just spent all this time building it. Oh my god, he does sit on it. Yo, he's a real low rider though. Look at him lean back. He's got his mind on his money and his money on his mind. As if, guys. Yo, as if. Yeah. Thanks so much for joining, guys. That was a ton of fun. This is a pretty cool Lego set. I'll give you some flyby shots.